Welcome to this high intensity interval training session, also called Hiit, where we're going to use a set of floor cloth. If you don't have floor cloth, or maybe you don't have a sliding surface, don't worry about it. I will give you an alternative instead. We have 8 exercises. We're going to do the same exercise twice. So exercise 1, doing that twice, moving on for exercise 2, doing that twice, and so on for the 8 exercises. Have a short break, and then we're going to do one of the exercises for 1 round, making this up to a 3-round workout. The work frame is going to be 45 seconds on and 15 seconds for the next exercise. In the rest period, I will show you the next exercise so you can follow along with me. So try to push yourself so you can feel your heart rate is racing, so you get short of breath. Alternative between a pulse exercise and a strength exercise, but do remember we're going to do 2 pulse exercises and 2 strength exercises right after each other. So this is going to be a full body workout. I'm going to guide you all the way through. After the warm-up, we hit the workout, and then I will put a link on top and below for you to do some stretching. So go and get your equipment, a bottle of water, and we are ready to hit this one. So just bring your equipment to the side, and we're gonna do the warm-up to begin with. So we're gonna get up on our toes. So a little bit of a distance between our feet, shuffling up on our toes and bring arms back. As we're reaching the top, our thumbs are pointing up, so we are opening up in our shoulder joint. So keep on doing this bouncing movement. Inhaling as you're straightening yourself up, just keep on going. And exhale as you're lowering yourself a bit down. So reaching up, engaging your calf muscle, your lower body, and raising a bit of your heart rate. Let's go for 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Hands on top of shoulders. Bring your leg back and do a straight position all the way from your hip joint all the way down to your heel. And squeezing your glutes. So every time you are moving your leg back, you feel that tightness in your glutes. So pushing forward and bring it back. Inhaling and exhaling. So squeezing. And we're going to go for 8. So do remember to get that tightness in your glute. 4 more. 4. Bring it back. 3 and 2. And turn this into a kickback. So flexing in your knees instead of the straight knee. We are going to bring that heel up towards our buttocks so we can feel it in our, warming up our knees and our thighs. So bring it up and moving arms back. We're going to move arms out to the side. So sort of like you're pulling something. Bring it up and do that. Leaning over from one leg to the opposite. We're going to put that foot down and reach it up above shoulder height and up above our head. So close packed feet. Bring it up and do a little bit of flexion in your lower back. Now we're going to put that heel behind, the toe and the foot behind, squeezing. And now we're going to put those arms front and back. So stepping back a bit with your toe, reaching up with your chest, and keep chin in. Get a little bit of a stretch here for another 4 and 3, 2, and knees are coming up, reaching up, leaning from side to side, pushing and try if you can keep your hands above shoulder level, then you feel the heart rate getting a little bit more up and going. Stay with your right leg lifting up here for another 4, 4, 3, 2, opposite leg, 8, and keep it moving for 4, 3, 2, heels to buttocks, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, opposite leg, reaching up, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So bring arms up to opposite leg or knee, rotating, and still stay up nice and tall. Now we're gonna keep our legs moving on as well. So bring arms over, opposite side, 4 and 3, 2, and 1 more on each. Up we go, and arms to a straight position. Lift up your chest and look nice and proud. Move arms back and get a good massage of your spine as you do the rotation. Inhaling and exhaling. And do go and grab some water, your floor cloth and your exercise mat. So the first exercise, we are gonna do some plyo twist. So if you have the floor cloth, you're just gonna bring them down, one on each foot here, and then we're gonna reaching up and turning. So we're gonna lift it up, twisting on the floor cloth. So up we go. If you don't have any floor cloth, you can come in here and do the lifting up. But we try to stay connected with the floor cloth all the way through. So the only thing is happening that we're lifting up our heels, and on the floor you can lift full feet up. So reaching up and bring it up here and to the opposite side. So that's what we're gonna do for 45 seconds, and then we're gonna do 45 seconds more, and then we're gonna alternative into a strength exercise. So do the same exercise twice. 45 seconds, putting this to a start. So tuck your feet, so try to slide on the front of your foot on the floor cloth. Chest is up, arms are coming up, so lifting up, bring it up, twisting to the side. So up we go, up on our toes, and bring it to the opposite side, lifting heels up. And if you don't have the floor cloth, you can go here instead. So we try to stay connected, makes it a little bit harder, but you try your way. So feel the turn in your upper body and turning your lower body in the opposite position. 3, 2, and 1. So stay put here for the second round. 15 seconds before we hit it off. Be affected on your breathing. Make sure you get those arms up and moving. And let's go. So pushing so you don't slide off the floor cloth, up on the toes, pushing it down into the floor cloth. Buttocks back, so you sort of like knees are behind toes, so pushing your weight back. So up we go. Whoopsie. 20 seconds. Get nice, fully air in. 10 more seconds. Lifting those arms up. Make sure that they are raising your heart rate. Working over shoulder height, yes. Now we're gonna stay on our left foot, not actually using that for anything else. Going down here and up and squeezing. So try to go down for the 90 degree in your standing leg. Let's go. Pushing it back, squeezing your, so actually I'm gonna stay here. So we're gonna go back down into our left knee up, and we are gonna squeeze without no pushing our hip forward. So we can feel it in the front of our leg. But still you can combine it, squeezing here. Arms are up, nice and tucked. Core area, and make sure you go down. You don't need to go into a long distance here. Bending your knees, bring it up again. Pushing your hip forward for another 8 seconds. So every time you're leaning back, keep your knee behind your toe. 2, and stay put here. So the same leg, round number 2. And shoulders are back, so one more strength exercise, and then we move on for a pulse exercise. 4 seconds, 3, 2, and bring it back. So when we get down here, look at your lower part of your leg, straight position, straight down here, 90 degree in your knee, up on toes, and do that squeeze in your glute, as well as your core and pelvic floor. You can use your arms here. And of course, I forgot, you can go up here for the alternative if you don't have anything to slide with or on. squeezing. And 8 more seconds. Bring it up. 2, and still have those break here. Still have the floor cloth underneath your feet. We're gonna do a mountain climber, so stay put and away from your exercise mat, doing this twice. So you should feel the difference in your right and your left glute now. Let's go. So bring those floor cloth up. If you don't have any floor cloth, you're gonna do an ordinary. So what typical happens when you have the floor cloth underneath your feet is that you can feel a little bit more in your thigh muscle when you've been going on for a while. So stay away from the edge of the exercise mat so you can get the full length. You can get all that squeeze into your core. Inhale and exhale. 10 more seconds. Bring it up. 4, 3, 2, and resting here. Let's get ready for the second one of this one, and then we're gonna go standing up and doing the left leg instead for the lunges. Slide. 5, 4, 3, and stay here. Bring those knees up. Feel a good, nice tightness in your core. So squeezing and get that contact into the floor cloth and the floor. And bring it up. 25 seconds. So you can probably feel a little bit more in your thighs compared to with no floor cloth. 14 seconds. Keep the tempo affected on your breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and up for a standing position. Now we are gonna let our right leg in front, moving our opposite leg back, the left leg, and squeezing the standing right leg. So opposite of what you did before, squeezing. So the movement from the flex position here to the straight position is done by your glute. Chest is up, even though we're leaning a bit forward. Bring it back up to center. Squeeze your glute. Shoulder back. Up we go. You can always go down resting, and this is where you can go with the lunges back and forward if you don't have any floor cloth. Sliding, pushing your foot down. Yep, a break. Ready for number 2 round here. And then we're going for the final 4 exercises. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and sliding back or stepping back. Stepping front, sliding front. Squeeze. Bring it up. Stay put with your right leg and move it up. Slowly down. And 15 seconds. Round number 2. 2 and 1. Yeps. So we are going in for a plank split hop. So on our forearms, toes on here, and we're gonna go out to the side, or else we're just gonna go jumping up without the floor cloth. So again, yeah, let's go. Again, pushing feet down into the floor cloth and squeezing. You can always go sliding one at the time if the other one is a bit too much. So try again to be affected on your breathing. Twice for this exercise, and then we move on to some hamstring pull for a strength exercise. 20 seconds. 8 more seconds. 3, 2, and a little bit of a break. Ready for our second round for the plank slide. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and go. So pushing out to the side. In and out. Looking a bit forward. Make sure you don't go close to the exercise mat with your chest. Lifting yourself up and get a nice good shoulder stability work. So get shorter breath. We have a strength exercise coming up. 10 more seconds. 8. Out and in. 3, 2, and 1. Lie down on our back. So bring the floor cloth, lying down here, and up we go, sliding out and in. If you don't have the floor cloth, you're gonna lift up, sliding out to the side, out here and back in again, down with our buttocks. Let's go. So out and in. Relaxing your upper body, squeezing, bring it in again. So feel the connection in your glute muscle and in your hamstring muscle, the back of your thighs. Make sure you get those floor cloths with you, in and out again. 15 seconds. And if it's possible, keep your buttocks up. Yes. Break here. Ready for the second round. Get ready to connect here. 4, 3, 2, and up we go. Glutes up, and as we are rolling out, pushing out, then you push your toes upwards and back again. So if no floor cloth, you can go up, reaching out in, reaching out in and back again, or you can stay up here, lifting and out, in, out, in. Now you can try to slide with your shoes on. Bring it in and bring it back again. 5 more seconds. Yes, here we are, and we are gonna go in for a ski runners, where we are gonna stay down here with flexed knees, pushing forward and back. If you don't have floor cloth, you can come down and do this. Yeah, let's go twice here. So not up here, if possible, push your feet down, leaning forward and back, bending your knees, sliding forth and back. So just a little bit up with your heels when you're at the back leg, using your arms. Try to push it as hard as possible. Chin is in, moving forth and back. So you could just do the ski runners here, or stay low and do the ski runners if you don't have the floor cloth. 2 and rest. This is our final pulse exercise. We have one more exercise of the 8, and that's going to be a strength exercise. So let's go down to those knees, pushing buttocks back and leaning a bit forward, but pushing your legs backwards, bouncing. Chest is, woo, yeah, you should be careful. Chest is up and chin is in. So no lifting of those feet. Running here on the spot, bouncing up on our front of our foot. Using arms. 8 more seconds. 3, 2, and down we go. Hands on floor cloth, reaching out and in for a rounding position. If you don't have the floor cloth, you can go down here and out. Yep, let's go. Either one. So when you stay on the exercise mat, make sure you have just a little bit of distance to the, so out we go. What is important here is that you're starting out with straighten your hips, straight hips, and then your arms comes out. So don't do this. You don't get any ab work. You just get a bit of annoying shoulder work. So bring it out and in we go. 7 seconds. Round it back on the way back and break. So even though when we're back, we still have our buttocks away from our heels. So we are gonna go for the second round for this one, and after that we have a short break, and then we're ready to do the 8 exercises, 1 round. So reaching and pull it back. Make sure you feel it in the full ab area. Chin is in. And look after for your hips. Straighten hips, straight hips. And let the arms follow along. It's the hip that's doing the movement. Round it on the way back. 20 seconds. Nice and tight squeeze. 5 seconds. Yes. So just a short break here. Get some water. And the reason why I give you a break is because then you have the full amount of energy to do the final round of each. So now only 1 of each exercise. That should mentally affect you that way that you can push it even harder for that final round. So approximately 8 minutes left, and we are gonna move those shoulders aside back, and we're gonna do the twisting arms up and pushing back, and you can do this instead if you don't have the floor cloth. And you got some water, and we are ready to do the final round here. So 10 seconds countdown. Here we are. Twisting. So front foot sticked in that full cloth. Yep. Let's go. Arms coming up, buttocks back, squeezing. Every time we go down, we keep that tightness. Chin is in. Moving arms out. So this is 1 round of each of the 8 exercises, 1 after each other, all the way down. So you know when you've been doing this one, when it's done, it's completed and over and out for today. 20 seconds more, not repeating twice, only once. Lifting up, twisting, get those floor cloth to work. Bring heels up, 5 seconds, 2 and 1. So that was the final one. We are gonna go for the right leg back lunges. So sliding back, coming up, or stepping back, coming front. 2 and 1. Back we go, squeezing your left buttocks, and right leg is moving back and front. So get the squeeze as you're stepping up. Right leg coming back up to a straight position. So put 50% of energy, because you're only doing it once instead of twice. Squeeze. But don't work faster than you can feel every single time that you're moving that leg up. 7 seconds. Yes. mountain climber with or without the floor cloth. So hands underneath, shoulder belt, engage your core, I know as always, and your pelvic floor. Let's go for one round. Up on your arms, squeezing, feel the tightness. I know you know, I'll tell you again, only one round. No locked elbows, so keep them just in a nice soft position. Inhale and exhale. Pushing yourself towards the ground here with your feet. Get a good, nice, tight feeling in your core, your hips. 7 seconds. 3, 2, and up we go. Now the opposite leg. So before, right leg was moving front and back. Now we have our left leg moving back and front. And you do the same, stepping back with no floor cloth. Yep. So back here, squeezing your right. So before the right leg was the moving one, now we have the left leg. And leaning a bit forward, but still in a straight position. Squeeze, I can't emphasize that enough. Get that squeeze, it's not gonna happen by itself. Get your muscle and mind connection into it. Nice, good, tight feeling in your core. Only around 1 round, 10 seconds left. 5 seconds. Squeeze back in to center. Now ready for the plank split hop with or without. So plank glide if you have the floor cloth, and the split hop if you don't. So toes up on top, down on our arms, straight position, and let's go for a final round here. Or you can slide each, or you can go in and out. So if you feel like giving up, ask yourself, is it my mind or my body? Can I convince myself that I can go a little bit further, a little bit more? We always know we can do a lot more than we think we can. You should be pushed a bit out of your comfort zone. Only 1 round here, and there's 10 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, and 1. In for that hamstring pull. So this is where you put your heels instead of your toes, or you do the lifting up and out. Single leg, and let's go up. Both legs out if possible, or you can go up with or without the floor cloth, sliding out. So this is an excellent core. It's kind of a reverse plank, but at the same time you're using your hamstring muscle, and they are very good supporter for your knees. So get those hamstring in the game here. And we only have this round, squeezing, relaxing your shoulders, squeeze your glutes and your pelvic floor. Pull up, straight out, and move on for another 5 seconds. 2, and here we are with this one. Coming up for a standing position. For that, the low ski runner, leaning front, but still pushing buttocks back. So not stepping up here. So stay down here and chin is in. Or you go here, still with those legs bended, moving forth and back. So way down in your front foot, so this floor cloth stay put. Lifting up, so you have a nice room for your air to come in, entering your lungs. Bouncing, so pushing it forward and back. We only have 1 exercise left, and that's going to be the ab rollout. So this is our final pulse for today. Yeps. If you have the floor cloth, hands on. If you don't, you're gonna come in here and out. So you can go here and in. Or else hands on here. 3, 2, and straightening your hips. So this is kind of like working with a ab wheel. If you're a little bit of a doubt of how to do so, then I have a little bit of a session where I teach how to use an ab wheel a correct way. So out with those hips and get into that squeeze. Feel it in your core. Chin is in. And we have 10 more seconds. Yes, that's it. Grab water, and you completed this session. Good for you, and thank you for joining me. So I will put a link on top and below this session for you to do some stretching, and you can go and have a look and hold different kind with a foam roller, with a chair, no equipment. You just go and have a look, just like a fitness person in a candy shop. All different kind of things to choose between. So until I see you next time, hit the subscribe button, come back for more, leave a comment, and stay happy, stay healthy, and stay strong. Take good care. Bye.